Please do.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're Pepper, and we're on A-sides. All right.
Nice. What's up, guys?
Hey,
What's happening?
Welcome to White Plains, New York.
There it is.
That's where we are.
welcome to our humble abode.
Yes.
Why, thank you.
Yes.
Also
This is
known as
really
the
nice.
Above ground submarine.
I gotta tell you, this is like
I
the,
like
the
that.
cleanest tour bus I've ever been on.
Really?
Well,
Yeah. Like it's a like
Thank
you
you.
could eat off the floor. Like
You literally could eat off the floor.
And that's mohair you're sitting on.
oh, is it really?
Yes.
That's mohair right
The
there.
underbellies of an African goat.
This is really
It's
nice.
Very comfortable.
This is really
Yes.
nice.
Our driver owns this bus.
I'm gonna send this to the TLC network after we're
there
done.
we go.
Yeah.
See if they pick up on it. We'll see what they say. So, guys, welcome back. I know that you had an EP that you dropped a little while ago, but
Right.
first full album in a long time. So,
5 years.
Over for
Yeah.
so let me ask you, like,
Some bands' careers aren't even 5 years.
seriously,
Yeah.
that's a good point.
And we had a non-career for 5 years in the middle of our career.
Yeah. In the middle of our career, we stopped having the career.
Yeah.
To
See,
come back to it.
I'm gonna bypass this album and just ask you: are you gonna wait another 5 years after this?
That'd be like a Tool or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
seriously.
And
I don't know how long it'll be, but now that we've done it this way,
Yeah.
the next album is not going to be ready until we feel that it's ready.
Absolutely.
So I don't know how long that will take.
But on that same note, though, like me and Brett were talking yesterday, we learned so much making this
Yes.
album
Right.
that, like I think Brett said it yesterday, is like if we went back and did it all over again with this self-titled album, we could probably shave off like 8 months,
Right.
just knowing what we know now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because it was
yeah.
such a like a constant work in progress kind of
Right.
thing. Like, because even the EP that you're talking about in 2010. We basically are calling that pre-production for the album that we just put out. You know what I mean? So it's like it was a definite work in progress for many years, and like Klaus said, until it was right, and finally it was right.
It's the complete antithesis of what everyone's doing in the music business, because everyone's just like, I gotta have an EP out right now,
Yeah.
and maybe, I can't speak for everybody, but maybe it's just like we just need to get something out, and maybe the product itself is secondary,
That is, don't mean to cut you off, but
No,
that
it's
is
all good.
something that was so amazing that I think I've just kind of realized lately that we didn't tour like that heavily for those 5 years, but we did still tour and had fans still came out, and like I think like there's a lot of bands that they need to like release new material to go on tour basically,
Mhm.
and I was just like so grateful and so amazed that through those 5 years we basically put out 3 or 4 new songs, and all our fans were just so supportive and so there with us every step of the way, and it was they
The way to
basically
think about it.
yeah, they basically kept us afloat for those 5 years. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like
They
so.
did, and they gave us the time and the space to, we took a break as a band too. It wasn't just, we want to take 5 years off to to go dick around the world, although it did happen a little bit, which was fun.
Yeah.
We got to fit in a lot of personal time, the real life that that happens behind when you're doing 250 shows a year. That's how we started. Came right over from California, or from Hawaii to California, and just landed, just started going. We didn't ask any questions, just heads down, happy to be doing it. And you forget a little bit as you go to look up and see what's going on and take care of your personal life too. So
Yeah, there's
by the end there, it was like a nice break for us personally to go live our lives, and good things happen. Babies are made, puppies are born, divorces happen, fights happen, people die, parents, all these things.
and that's just one guy.
And that's just one dude.
Yeah.
That was just one guy. And, it's amazing. And then also the enjoying of getting time to spend time together, not on tour, not as just a band, but as the people that formed the band, the friends we were before. So all that kind of like reconnected us to everything and got us really on fire, almost hitting the reset button on a career. So we enjoyed that step of the way, and then that led to at the specific time to learn and create an album from top to bottom by ourselves. No producer helped us with those 4 songs in that EP. Normally it was just get in the studio, the management's like, get in the studio, new album so we can do a new cycle. Here's your producer, he's awesome, huh? You love his music, don't you? Awesome. We're like, yes, we do. This was like, figure it out until we met Matt Wallace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just, we were talking about this before I started filming us, about how you guys know each other forever and everything. So is it was never a thing where you guys were touring so much that you were like, we got to stop this. It was just basically like, okay, we had a nice ride for a little while. Let's just take kind of a, you know, I'm sure you didn't set off and be like, let's take the next 5 years. So, well, you know, from making an album, it was more like, let's just chill out, see where life takes us, kind of thing.
Yeah, and like I think what he was touching on too is like I think we were pretty burnt out. You know what I mean? It was like this was I don't know, like 8 years into our 8 years into our heavy touring career where we actually were driving ourselves in a van for years and just doing the 200 shows a year and whatnot. So, you know, I think it was all just it was a perfect regrouping of the band. You know what I mean? To set us off to this next chapter of our career, which is basically kind of launched with the self-titled album. You know, it's kind of the next chapter, which kind of goes along with, like, you know, people ask us like, how come your sixth album, you guys self-titled your sixth album, it's usually people's first CD, and it's like, well, that's kind of one reason we thought it was kind of cool to do, because
it's like a reboot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So then that's you just hit it on the head, you know what I mean? So,
and everything kind of just happened organically through it too. Nothing was, you know, planned in any way as far as us taking time off. It really did just come from a good place. But everything that we've done ever since we moved from Hawaii has been a learning experience. And to actually, you know, look back at it and what we went through, those 8 years of nonstop touring were is what gave us the character to handle this situation now.
And making albums right in between those little windows of okay, got a little time on, or we were on Warped Tour and went and recorded a song for this Police tribute album while we were on tour. It's like,
played the show that
hey, Kevin Lyman, we got to play super early because we got to dig out and go to the studio in Miami. So, you know what I mean? It was kind of just that was the vibe for all those years. And like Cleo said, it's kind of like all that stuff down to the first Warped Tour we did, where we had to set up and break down the stage to be on the tour, and basically played to no one, like all tour. That's like, it was the most character building experience of our career, and it was the first tour we ever went on, and you know,
going back to, you know, when you guys did just kind of hang it up for a little while, how hard was the adjustment to just not have, you know, not have anywhere to go to, and just be able to kind of just be alone, or, you know, or be with whoever, and just kind of be like, shit, did I just really do all that?
Yeah.
And then, like, think to yourself, well, wait, am I going to do that again? Like, what's the mindset? Do you even remember?
For me, it was, okay, I need to work. I need to do something. I felt separation anxiety because I was so trained mentally into, like, working more was better, you know? And it took a while to, like, catch your breath and go, no. It's nice to actually live. It's nice to actually not, you know, go that route. Personally, for me. So I did go through, like, a little situation, separation anxiety, if you want to call it that, of how life is changed. But then I got over it real easy. And it just started to be like, yeah, okay, this is cool. I can dig this. I'm not in such a rush to work anymore.
And I think, like, touching, like, kind of extending off what Cleo's saying is, and now I think we've really reached the point where we're definitely, like, working smarter and not harder kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like we're not saying yes to every single little thing. You know what I mean? It's like where that's at the tail end of those 8 years of touring or whatever it was. It was like, hey, whatever you want us to do, just let us know and we'll be there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Totally.
We're like, okay, wait, let's think about this situation. Like, how can we maximize this opportunity? How can, you know what I mean? Is this something that's good for our just thinking about
it goes back to the whole personal growth, which kind of feeds into the professional growth.
Exactly,
right?
and just thinking about our brand, and because we've gutted our whole deal and rebranded everything. You know what I mean? Like with the new logo and everything, the new vibe, being smarter about what we're doing, and knowing, kind of being more conscious of what we're doing and whatnot. So
that's right. A new team, a new awesome record label partnership with Island Def Jam, and our own kind of our own label that we've been releasing music on, and other artists that we like on.
Law Records.
And But it really started with us, like you said, and that personal time you have. Oh, it gave us space. When you hadn't considered to do it another way, it was like this was your chance to do it. And and also being able to like really put some time into personal lives individually. You know what I mean? I mean, it's hard to deal with what's going on when you're coming off of a European tour into making a quick album into turning around into your national tour. It's tough to do, but you're far. I think we're way more fulfilled people now that we create the space for both great lives and great careers. They can coexist and they invigorate each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's really great. Makes us happy. Actually, we've never been more happy ever. We joke that when the show's over, the last couple songs, there's almost this confused, sad little boy look, and that wasn't always there. That was more like we got to get this done so we can get to the next town, instead of like, we're in New York, let's go to Blue Ribbon after this, and drop a Molly. And then,
and then fly to Pittsburgh. And
Right.
crack it on.
Yeah.
And go to Bears.
Seriously, that's a whole nother interview that you guys.
Yeah, that's a whole other.
Let's go trip out.
but I mean, it just all goes back to, I think, like us just, I don't know, just being more fulfilled, like Brett was saying, and just kind of. And just more like appreciative and grateful, and just so it's. I think that's another thing too. Like, I don't know about just like personally, it was such like oh my god, this is amazing. Like I can't believe that I live this life and how blessed it is. And just that realization, and it's like even like down to the shows. The shows are going by quicker than shows have ever gone by.
So fast.
And
I'm
we're
like
playing longer and more songs than we've
and we're doing way more than we've ever done. Even down to the fact that the other night, I think it might have been in New York, our tour manager coach, he's like, God, the shows are going by so fast. I'm like, that's because everyone's having more fun than we've ever had.
Yes.
Right. You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah, it's
No,
absolutely
the
true.
good shit always flies by.
Yeah.
Always.
Yep.
And that's why you gotta sit there and poke your head up for a second and be like, let's enjoy this. 'Cause
It's pumping
flying,
me up, bro.
It's flying
Yeah.
by, you know what I mean?
Seriously, I'm going on tour with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not getting off this tour bus.
We've abducted him.